Charlotte homes are sitting on the market longer than they have in years. Sellers are dropping their price. Buyers are getting concessions nobody would have offered 18 months ago. And there's one number in the March data that tells you exactly where this market is heading. But most people are reading it wrong. Let me break down every stat you need to see right now. And if you stay until the end, I'll show you a strategy that could save you thousands, whether you're buying or selling in this market. My name is Evie DeJesus with eXp Realty. Now let's get into it. The March 2026 Mecklenburg County report. The median sales price came in at $440,500. That's up 1.3% year over year. Before anybody panics or celebrates, that's basically flat growth. We are nowhere near the double-digit appreciation that was popping off 2 years ago. This is the market catching its breath, and it's a healthy sign. Now here's where it gets interesting. Active inventory hit 3,191 homes. That's a 15.6% jump compared to March of last year. New listings came in at 1,708 homes, up 7%. That means more homes hitting the market, more choices for buyers. When was the last time a buyer in Charlotte could actually take a moment to breathe and compare options? It's been a minute. So here's the number that should make every seller pay attention. Median days on market, 68 days. That's up 23.6% from last year. Your home is not selling in a weekend anymore. So if you're planning to sell or your home did not sell, we need to talk because the market has shifted. Let's talk about mortgage rates because March was a month of whiplash. Early in the month, rates dipped below 7% for the first time in years. That was a huge deal. Buyers started getting excited, conversations picked up, and it felt like momentum was finally building. And then global conflict changed everything. The escalation in Iran sent bond prices into volatility and rates reversed sharply. On top of that, rising energy costs and broader cost of living pressures started weighing on household budgets. Just like that, the momentum stalled and buyers started pulling back again. But here's what happened after that. And this is why you watch these updates instead of just reading headlines. So make sure you subscribe. So by the end of March, the 30-year fixed average 6.5% according to Freddie Mac. And as of last week, it dropped further to roughly 6.3%. Some lenders are quoting even lower. So the rates that spooked people in the middle of March, they've already improved. And this is exactly why timing the market with rates, it's a losing game. You don't marry the rate, you date the rate. You buy when the numbers work for your life, and you refinance when rates improve. See, most forecasters are projecting the 30-year fixed settling between 5.7% and 6.3% by the year end. That's movement in the right direction, but nobody, and I mean nobody, has a crystal ball on this whatsoever. So if you're a buyer right now, listen carefully. This is your window, not because rates are perfect, because they're not, but because of leverage. The sale to list price ratio in Mecklenburg County dropped to 95.4%. That means on average, homes are selling for more than 4% below asking price. A year ago, that number was tighter. 2 years ago, sellers were getting offers above list within 48 hours. That era is done, and it gets better. Sellers across Charlotte, I'm seeing, are offering concessions, anywhere from a closing cost coverage, rate buy downs, even repair credits. I'm seeing $5,000 to $10,000 in buyer incentives before properties even hit the MLS. The sellers are adjusting. They see the data. They know homes are sitting longer and they're willing to negotiate to get deals done. So here's the move. If you're pre-approved and you find a home that checks your boxes, we negotiate. We ask for a 2-1 rate buy down. We ask for closing cost assistance. We ask for a home warranty. We ask. The worst they can do is say no. And right now, most of them are saying yes. When was the last time you could say that in Charlotte? Now, sellers, don't click off yet. This part is for you. Closed sales dropped 6.8% year over year. Pending sales were essentially flat. up just 0.2%. That means there were fewer deals getting to the closing table, and the pipeline, it isn't dramatically improving just yet. So if your home isn't priced right, staged well, and marketed aggressively from day one, it may very well sit. And sitting costs money. That means every month your home sits, you're paying the mortgage, the taxes, and the insurance. The months of supply is at 2.5, so that technically favors sellers, okay? Anything under 4 months means there isn't enough homes. There aren't enough homes to meet demand. But we're climbing. See, a year ago, we were at 2.2 months. 2 years ago, we were under 1.5%. The cushion is getting thinner. So what does a seller do right now? You price it right from the start. You start where the March data 2026 says it should be. Homes that are priced correctly and show well, they're still moving. The average sales price hit $562,847. That tells you well-positioned, higher value homes are still finding buyers. But the margin for error on pricing has gotten razor thin. So here's the part I told you to stick around for. If you're buying right now at around 6.3%, think about this differently. Instead of waiting for rates to drop and competing with every other buyer who also waited, what if you bought now with less competition, negotiated a better price, got seller concessions, and then refinanced when rates hit somewhere in the fives? Because that's where most forecasts are pointing by late 2026 or 2027. So let's put numbers on this, okay? Let's say we have a $440,000 home at 6.3%. Your monthly principal and interest is roughly $2,700. If the rates drop to 5.7% and you refinance, you're down to $2,560. That's about $170 a month back in your pocket, and you locked in the home at a lower purchase price because you weren't competing in a feeding frenzy. Meanwhile, the person who waited paid more for the house and maybe got the same rate. So here's where Charlotte stands right now. Prices are growing modestly. They're not crashing and they're not exploding. Inventory is expanding. That means buyers have options they haven't had in years. Did you hear that? Homes are taking longer to sell, which gives buyers some breathing room, and it forces sellers to get strategic. And mortgage rates are volatile, but trending in the right direction compared to where they were 6 months ago. Whether you're buying your first home, you're relocating to Charlotte, you're selling to upsize or downsize, or you just need someone to make sense of these numbers for your specific situation, that's what I do. If this video helped you understand what's happening in this market, please hit subscribe so you can catch next month's update and you can help my channel grow. Make sure you drop a comment below. Are you buying? Are you selling? Or are you waiting? And if you want to talk through what these numbers mean for you personally, call or text me at the number on the screen, or use the links in the description, or book a free strategy call. And I'll see you next month.